Alright, this is Sean with Monkey Toss TV. I'm here with Jonathan from EA Games, and we're here to talk about Dante's Inferno. What can you tell us about the plot of the game?
Well, Dante's Inferno is based upon, it's sort of a loose adaptation of the 700-year-old poem, The Divine Comedy Part 1. So it's a game set in hell. You know, Dante Alighieri created this vision of hell in 9 circles, 1 circle for each sin. And so we've really stuck to kind of the geography and the whole world that he invented, and to bring that to life in a video game. And you know, there's not much of a story in the original poem, so we kind of wrote a new story that sits on top of it. Still dealing with the same characters, but it's basically, you know, a guy fighting for love, fighting through the 9 circles of hell to rescue a beautiful woman.
Is there going to be I know in the poem there was a guide that he had. Is there going to be a similar guide in this game?
Yeah, Virgil is Dante's guide in the poem, and he's in the game also as kind of the narrator. He doesn't fight with you or anything. It's pretty much you just pounding through, but Virgil's there to kind of explain how hell works and why things are the way they are, and all of his dialogue comes from the original poem. So if you're interested in sort of like, you know, what Dante wrote back in the Middle Ages, Virgil's there to tell you. He's optional, like we're not going to bore you to tears with him if you don't want to, but the more you're interested, the more you can talk to him.
Very nice. And what sort of creatures are we going to run into this game? What sort of like demons and stuff like that? Yeah, the cast of creatures for the game is amazing. It's like a ton of variety, a ton of creatures. We really wanted to make sure that every circle of hell like introduces some new enemy that's themed after those sins, so lust and gluttony and greed. And so we've just had some amazing concept artists doing like really creepy creature design. We've got the unbaptized children in Limbo that like have swords for arms and they attack you. And then there's just tons of sub-bosses and bosses, and you know, ultimately Dante has to face the sins of his own past, and that's kind of really where the story goes. So there's even characters from his past that come back to haunt him in hell. So yeah, a ton of variety in the enemies. Very nice. And what sort of weapons are we going to have? Any supernatural powers or things like that to battle these enemies? Sure, yeah. So the first thing that happens in the game is that you kill Death. So Death tries to take Dante's soul, and he refuses to give up, and he fights him, and he takes this big scythe from him, and that's the main thing you fight with. It's kind of your unholy weapon. But he's also got a big cross that has holy power, and you can fight with that too. And the cool thing about the game is that you sort of choose throughout combat whether you're going to do unholy or holy things, and then that sort of determines how your character's abilities upgrade. Oh, that's really cool. Whether you're going to be like more holy or more unholy. Very nice, very nice. And you said that there's going to be an animated series based on the game? Yeah, here at Comic-Con we're announcing a couple big things. One is an animated feature, full-length animated feature from Film Roman and Stars, and we showed a trailer of that at a panel yesterday. And that's going to be just crazy, one of the craziest animated things you've ever seen in your life. I'm really excited about it. And then we're doing a comic book series that starts coming out in December with an amazing artist named Diego Latorre. They're beautiful, and yeah, with just tons of cool stuff with the property. Very nice. And is the game out right now, or is it coming out soon? No, game's due out in 2010 for Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and PSP. So we should have a ship date soon. Perfect. All right, thanks a lot, Jonathan. Really appreciate it. Pleasure. Thanks.
We moved toward the city, secure in our holy cause, and beheld such a fortress. And on every hand I saw a great plain of woe and cruel torment. Bitter tombs were scattered with flame, made to glow all over, hotter than iron need be for any craft. And such dire laments issued forth, as come only from those who are truly wretched, suffering, and forever lost.
reclaim my rightful place in paradise. My path will be paved with the sins of man, and yours, Dante, shall be the bedrock of my return. And all that is good shall be gone from the universe forever!